If you sprained your ankle before, you're probably going to do it again and again, unless you do this. Research shows that 70% of people who sprain their ankle will sprain it again if not rehabbed properly, and 40% will go on to develop chronic ankle instability with ongoing pain and muscle weakness. That'll translate into knee and hip pain over time. Now, why does this happen? An ankle sprain doesn't just stretch ligaments. It disrupts strength, proprioception, and neuromuscular control. In other words, the brain is not getting the proper feedback from the ankle that tells it where your foot is in space and time. If those aren't fully restored, the ankle remains vulnerable. Pain may go away, but the injury is not fully healed. The peroneal muscles are the ones we need to target. The first is the peroneus longus. This originates on the fibula head, travels down behind the lateral malleolus, and inserts on the underside of the foot. The second is the peroneus brevis. This originates on the fibula about 2/3 of the way down, and it also attaches to the underside of the foot. And the peroneus tertius originates on the front of the fibula and attaches to the top of the foot. The action of all these is to dorsiflex and evert the foot. When we have an inverted ankle sprain, these muscles get overstretched. This is what causes our problem. First, we're going to reestablish a neuromuscular connection to those peroneal muscles. Now, all the muscle strengthening exercises in the world will never get those muscles to fully contract, leaving the ankle unstable unless you do this step. We'll start by stimulating the Golgi tendon, which is a neuroreceptor located at the origin and the insertion of each muscle. We'll start with the peroneus longus, which is just below the knee on the outside of the leg, and we'll stimulate it for about 20 seconds. We'll then move to its insertion point, which is on the bottom of the foot, just in front of the calcaneus, right in the middle of the foot, and we'll stimulate that for 20 seconds. We'll then move to the peroneus brevis, which is about halfway down on the outside of the leg. We'll stimulate that for 20 seconds. You'll then move to the attachment point, which is on the outside of the foot, on the bottom, right on the fifth metatarsal, and you'll stimulate that for 20 seconds. Finally, the peroneus tertius muscle, which is located on the upper 1/3 of the lateral aspect of the ankle. You'll stimulate that for 20 seconds, and then that inserts on the top of the foot, right below the ankle joint, and you'll stimulate that for about 20 seconds. Next, we're going to release the fascia that's covering the muscles. Now, you could use your thumb, but I think this works a little bit better. What you'll do is you'll take the knob and you'll put it right on the muscle belly. We'll start with the peroneus longus. We're going to contact the muscle belly, the peroneus longus, and our starting point for our foot is going to be our toe pointed and slightly everted. That's our starting point. We'll hold that, and then we'll simply invert our foot as we keep contact on the muscle. And we'll do this all the way down the peroneus longus and brevis. Start with our foot pointed and everted, and then invert. Now, for the peroneus tertius, it's a little bit different. Your contact is going to be on the lateral aspect of your leg, but more towards the front. Okay, so you're going to go right there. And our starting point for our foot's going to be a little bit different too. We are going to completely evert and dorsiflex, meaning bring your foot back towards your leg, dorsiflex the foot. You're going to hold that, and then you're going to invert the foot as you hold that peroneus tertius muscle. All right, you'll do it for about 5 seconds all the way down. And now you're ready to rehab. Treating the neuromuscular component of the ankle first will significantly reduce the chances of a re-sprain. Now you know.